Now, here's your host of Joker's Ace, General A.A. Ron.
Thank you. I'm General A.A. Ron, and it's time for everyone's favorite comedy game show, Joker's Ace.
Woo!
All right, yes. And the rules for Joker Ace are simple. Each comedian combatant does their 5-minute set, while the mysterious comedian judge will be looking for their setup punch and appearance in front of a live studio audience. Warning combatants, if you say the F or C word, Freddy the F-bomb will come bomb your set, and you can't be Joker Ace. 2 other rules to Joker's Ace. If you leave more than 25 seconds on the clock, it's considered a dud, and you can't be Joker Ace. But if you go over your time, that's considered a time bomb, and you can't be Joker Ace. With that being said, let's give it up for our mysterious comedian judge tonight, the iceberg that took down the Titanic, everybody. Yeah, the iceberg that took down the Titanic. Yeah. I assure you they are a comedian. They have decades, if not centuries, of comedy behind them. This one killed a bunch, apparently. Killed the whole bunch. I'm sorry. Is it too soon? It's too soon. All right, let's, with that being said, let's meet our comedian combatants for this game, shall we? Contestant number 1.
Hey, I'm Taylor Zuruba, and I live in Baltimore, Maryland.
Awesome. Contestant number 2.
Hey, I am Mike Moran, and I also live in Baltimore, Maryland.
Wow. And now contestant number 3.
Hi, I'm Wesley Williams from New York City.
Awesome. These comedian combatants will be doing combat on the game show known as Joker's Ace. Yeah. And comedian combatants, to your battle stations. Comedian combatants, to your battle stations. As we go to our first comedian combatant for this game, let's give it up for Taylor Zuruba, everybody. Yeah.
What's happening, everybody? So what's going on with me? So I got pulled over last weekend by this douchey police officer who wouldn't stop leaning against my car. It was so weird. When he gave me the ticket, all the writing on it was in italics. I reported him, and then about a week later, he was fired. I knew it. Crooked cop. So I've been real worried about my future lately. So the other day I decided to see a fortune teller. First thing I asked her was if she saw any trouble coming my way in the near future. She said no. Then she looks into her ball and tells me that I'm actually about to come into a great deal of money soon, which was such a relief, man. Unfortunately, she couldn't get any more specific. She asked me if I wanted to see anything else. I was like, yeah, your hands in the air. This is a robbery. I'm super freaked out because a week later, me and a bunch of friends went out and got Chinese food, and I had a fortune cookie, and my fortune said, I will freaking find you. I was so freaked out, I kept it to myself, which wasn't cool because I had another fortune cookie that said, don't eat the duck. Everybody got sick except for me. My friend's fortune just said duck. He was like, what do you think that means? I was like, I don't know. Then I punched him in the face. So this morning, I had a crazy mix-up involving a bag of ecstasy, a bag of flour, and some brownies. It's not what it sounds like. I mixed up the ecstasy and the flour, made some funky-tasting cookies. Bet you're all thinking, hey, you said brownies. Well, you see, I'm actually the pack leader of a group of Girl Scouts.
Oh.
Or at least I was. They're all going to be doing some time thanks to today's door-to-door cookie sale. I felt bad, so I knitted them all a drug trafficking patch for when they get out.
Oh.
It sucks because they have to wait like 6 months before earning the rest of their patches. Except for Erica, she ate 2 cookies and earned the rest of her patches in 2 hours before she got arrested. I do a lot of drugs. Like last weekend, I took a bunch of drugs and went camping alone in the woods. I was taking a hike pretty fucked up and all of a sudden found myself completely surrounded by a pack of wolves. At first, I wasn't scared because I was raised by wolves. Then I realized it was an intervention. Then I was terrified. They're my friends, though. I actually have this friend. He's 23 years old, and she still gets gifts from Santa. It's hilarious. She still sits in his lap like the kids. Only a lot closer, and he actually tells her what he wants. She's a North Pole dancer.
Oh.
Works at this place called the Nutcracker.
Oh.
Apparently, if you're naughty enough, all that coal turns to diamonds.
Ooh.
My family goes all out on Christmas decorations every year. But it sucks, though. Last year, that Christmas Eve earthquake went and knocked half of it down. Mistletoe stayed up, though, which really sucked because for my own safety, I was forced into making out with my dad for 15 minutes in the kitchen doorway.
Oh.
The brakes on my car are so fucked up and loud. I drive by the aquarium every day on my way to work. Got an email from the manager there that just said, "Stop. You're making the dolphins horny."
Whoa. Whoa.
Apparently, my car is spitting game, and I get why it likes dolphins. It's light blue and has a sunroof. So I'm allergic to the number 3. No joke. The whole month of March, I'm just sneezing. I remember the day I realized I was allergic to 3s. It was the same day I learned how to ride a bike. Yeah, got rid of my tricycle and my runny noses. It really sucks, man. I could go to hell for this. I would like to be Christian, but I can't have the Holy Trinity in my heart. I'll get a rash. I do sometimes give in to 3s. I'm careful, though. Last week, I stabbed an EpiPen straight into my penis so I could have a threesome.
Whoa.
So the other day, my friend was staying at my house, and no, I'm gonna backtrack. So I got my grandfather AirPods for his birthday, and of course, my grandmother told him it's a hearing aid, so now he thinks he's schizophrenic.
Oh no.
Of course, I immediately go to check on him. I walk into an unlocked pitch black house like, "Grandpa, you don't have schizophrenia. You do have Alzheimer's, though." I finally find him alone in his chair, rocking in his study, all creepy. I turn on the lights. He looks me dead in the eyes, and he's like, "The voices in my head want blood." I was like, "Whoa, well, Grandpa, that's probably just the American Red Cross calling." Like, all right, I don't think time this is a joke, but thank you for having me on, and you all have a good night.
All right, let's give it up for Taylor Zuruba, everybody. Yeah, let's get this. But yeah, everybody. All right, yeah, Taylor. Where can we find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram as Tazar Laruba. It's just my name all jumbled up. And I'm on the Facebook. I share like funny little posts every once in a while.
All right, go check him out on that. Thank you so much. And we now have to go to our mysterious comedian judge, the iceberg that took down the Titanic. And Judge, can you just don't put that down? Put that down, Judge. Put that down. Damn it. You're not going to put it down. Okay. Hello? Yeah, Judge. Yes. Yes. Two. Yes. Are you ready for the next comedian combatant, sir? Oh, I'm assuming you're a sir. I am so sorry, iceberg. Okay. All right. I won't assume that you're just a big block of ice. I got it. All right. Okay, you're ready for the next comedian combatant. All right. Thank you so much. Just tell me next time, okay? Quit making faces at me. They're just drawing faces in their own iceberg. They're making a snowman right now. This is crazy. All right, let's give it up for our next comedian combatant. Let's give it up for Mike Moran, everybody. Yeah! Woo!
Hey, everybody, give it up for your host.
Thank you.
Woo!
Now give it up for your parasite. I know you guys are thinking, this looks like the type of guy who's going to give out his Cash App handle at the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
I am broke. I'm not like steal toilet paper from work broke, you know, but I am try and wait till I get to work to poop broke.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I do love these online stand-up shows. You know, there's a whole network of these on Zoom. They're great for people who can't get out a whole lot, you know, or maybe even have a little social anxiety, you know, or maybe for people who are no longer welcome at live open mics in their own local region. I mean, it's a word, you know? Big deal. My name is Mike Moran. I am 43 years old. I do stand-up comedy, obviously. I do improv. I write for the Hard Times. I do a podcast. I have a cover band. I have an original band. Basically, I'm one of those guys who read Nietzsche in his 20s and took it way too seriously. Okay, I didn't read Nietzsche. I read Fight Club, okay?
Oh.
I watched the film adaptation of Fight Club. You happy? I do suffer from anxiety a bit. Anybody else here suffer from anxiety? Make some noise if you're too afraid to make some noise, because they look at you and they're going to judge you and they're going to think you're weird.
Mm-hmm.
And also at some point you're going to have to move again. You're welcome for that. I don't know if you guys heard this. Apparently, according to science, this just came out. 85% of people who suffer from anxiety definitely left the stove on tonight.
Oh, no.
So this is interesting. You guys aren't going to believe this. I was doing one of those online genealogy things. Believe it or not, I'm only 20% white.
What?
I know. You're looking at me like, dude, if you have anything on you that's not completely white, it should probably be checked by a dermatologist immediately. No. Apparently it turns out I'm 80% water.
Oh.
Which probably makes it a little, you know, I have a little bit of an unfair advantage with the iceberg being a judge and everything. I got to tell you, I don't really see what the big deal was with the Titanic. You know, like they always talk about how wonderful and beautiful and grand it was. Whenever I see those pictures of it, it's just like covered in barnacles and algae and crap. You know, just. I do often wonder where the skeletons went, though. Anybody else? You know. Yeah. Oh man, I do feel bad that psychics can never enjoy a surprise party. I did have cheap parents growing up. Anybody else here grow up with Plarbies and GI Gems and dental work from people who were still in dental school? I remember one year around Halloween, you know, I said to my dad, I'd like to be a skeleton. And he was like, well, just be patient.
Ouch.
I mean, eventually you're going to spend a lot of Halloweens as a skeleton. Why don't you enjoy your flesh while you have it, Mike? Yeah, a lot of hungry kids out there love to have that flesh, Mike. All right, you guys, I'm just going to end it with this. I was babysitting. I got two little nephews, 4 and 5 years old, and I asked my sister what movie was good to show the kids. And she said, just show them that movie about the rat that's also a cook. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I show them Goodfellas. Thank you, everybody.
All right, let's give it up for Mike Moran, everybody. Yeah. And Mike, where can we find you on social media?
I'm at Mike Moran Wood on Instagram, and just find my regular Facebook page too, Mike Moran in Baltimore.
All right, go find Mike Moran in Baltimore, everybody. That's great. And Judge, don't do that. Judge. Hello? Can you just, I don't know, text me or something? No? Wait. Oh, thank you, Michael, you for admiring his handiwork. That's what he just said. Now, hold on. Are you related by chance? I'm just asking. 80% water, you're 100%? No? Okay. Are you ready for the next comedian combatant? Okay, you are. Thank you. Thank you. And it is getting a little chilly in here. Could you just kind of, slowly move away, like a glacier? All right. Oh. All right. So let's give it up for our next comedian combatant. Let's give it up for Wesley Williams, everybody.
So much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woo!
I'm Wesley Williams. I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much. One thing about me, I collect stamps
Ooh.
of approval. So it's not easy being a comedian. You got to have thick skin. I know this firsthand. Some years ago, I went to Chicago and I tried out for this famous improv group called Second City, and the feedback I got was, "We think you're more 13th City material." So it's okay. It's no problem. I'm in New York City, and you find a lot of inspiration here. One thing I found out was that the inventor of the pillow that we sleep on was actually born in New York City, incredibly.
Wow.
He grew up in the Bronx, a traditionally tough neighborhood. He grew up there. He was bullied. They called him soft, and he said, "I'll show you soft," and he invented the pillow. So I thought that was inspiring. I'm not sure if that's true, but please visit New York City. If you haven't been here, please visit. It's great. You do have to be careful. I was in Times Square the other day and I bought what I thought was AirPods from somebody, and it turned out to be dental floss. So
Oh.
please be
Oh.
careful if you are in New York City. One thing we have here in New York City, and I see it other places. They might have it in Baltimore as well, but we have something called Capital One Cafe. It's sort of this mix of a coffee shop and a bank all in one, which I thought was weird, but it made sense because to get a latte, I had to take out a line of credit, so it worked out. I grew up with sign language. My parents can't hear, so I grew up with sign language, which was a great childhood. I loved it. One of the great things was that there would never be an interpreter for the parent teacher conferences. So I was the interpreter. So my teacher would be like, "Wesley, he's failing math," and I'd go to my mom, "2 thumbs up." So that was definitely a benefit. Another benefit was that basically I grew up with closed captioning. I read television. I read television. That's how I learned how to read. That also had some benefits. I'd go to school and my teacher would say, "Wesley, did you do the reading last night?" And I'd say, "The required reading, no. I did read a whole season of SpongeBob SquarePants." So there was some benefits. I'm happy to say I ran 5 miles today, and I'll say that.
Woo.
Thank you so much. My car was getting towed. I almost caught it, but I need it though. It was why I'm glad is I need exercise, and if you visit New York City, the best exercise, it's a place called New York Sports Club. It's the best exercise because if you break a contract with them, they really make you sweat. So just putting that out there. It's New York City gyms they're tough because they're so competitive. Everybody's trying to one up each other. I mean, it's got to the point where in my gym, when nobody's looking, I just take a bottle of water, I dump it on my head so it looks like I'm sweating, and that's the problem is that nobody's honest. There's this one guy at the gym, and he's telling everybody that he used to be a professional boxer, and that he had a perfect record, and he would say he had a perfect record, but he would insist on us not checking, and so that made it suspicious. And I checked, and he was 0-11, so technically it was perfect, but anyway. We have to be honest. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
But I will say that it's been 30 days since I've had a Chips Ahoy cookie. I will say that.
Woo!
30, thank you so much. In Alcoholics Anonymous, they give you a chip to mark sober time, and in my program I get a chocolate chip. So there was there was some benefits. Guys, this is cheering me up. My girlfriend, unfortunately, she left me in Philadelphia. She left me. She made a Declaration of Independence. So it's called the City of Brotherly Love. I know that because she left with my brother. So thank you so much. I'm happy now. Thank you so much.
All right, let's give it up for Wesley Williams, everyone. And Wesley, where can we find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram at Wesley Richard Williams.
All right, go check that out. And also, if he owes you any money, he'll run 5 miles. That's what I'm understanding. All right, and Judge, no. Judge, you got to decide who is the Joker's ace for this game. Is it Tony? Is it Taylor Zuruba? Is it Mike Moran? Or is it Wesley Williams? No, please don't. Please don't. Put it down. God damn it. Damn, it's not a bad word. Hello? You know, we're not going to be friends much longer if you keep doing this. Well, you're gonna just melt away. Yeah, I know no one hears you coming because apparently a boat didn't hear you coming when you hit them. Yes. Funny. Haha. No, we need to know who's Joker's ace. Uh-huh. Yep. You're right. Okay. Thank you, Judge. All right. So Joker's ace for this game is Wesley Williams, everybody!
Thank you.
Wesley, oh my God, you did it. You get to do what we call a victory flyby, where you get to thank the Academy, thank your friends and family, or do 90 more seconds of material starting now.
I mean, what can I say? Thank you so much. I mean, this is I'm on a high. I'm on a high after this show, and over the weekend, I saw a couple of my friends, they got married on Zoom. It was so beautiful. They had it on Zoom. I threw rice at the screen. That was a great experience. What can I say? This means a lot. I come from humble beginnings. I went to community college. I majored in liberal arts, and I minored in hacky sacks. So this. This means a lot to me. It was humble beginnings. When I was growing up, we only drank water in the house. We never had, we didn't have soda. We only had baking soda. That's all we had. So this means a lot to me. And I will say, I do love to travel. And I recently went to Seattle. They have a hockey team out there called the Kraken. It's a mythological sea monster that's called the Kraken, and you have to be careful when you go there because I jumped into the Uber and I said, take me to the Kraken, and he took me to a drug rehabilitation place called the Crack Inn. So please be careful. Be careful out there. Stay safe, and thank you so much, Joker Ace. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for one more time for Wesley Williams, everybody. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, what a set that was. And yeah, that was great. And I would like to thank all the comedian combatants tonight. Let's give it up for Taylor Zuruba, Mike Moran, and again, Wesley Williams. And let's give it up one more time for the mysterious comedian judge. Give it up for the iceberg that took down the Titanic. Yeah, that's right. The iceberg that took down the Titanic. What a great guy. And that's it for us here. Thank you to all the comedians and the mysterious comedian judge. And this has been an Oddly Funny production. Thank you.
Joker's Ace. Comedians compete. Who's the funniest? Take a seat. Joker's Ace. Joker's Ace. Joker's Ace.
This has been an Oddly Funny production.